English writer Aldous Huxley said, "To travel is to discover that everyone is wrong about other countries." Today, I'm in South Korea, discovering new cultures and cities. I arrived to Seoul, the capital.
A visit to Seoul would be incomplete without visiting the two old palaces of Gyeongbokgung and Cheonggyecheon, steeped in the history. The palaces tell a story of the past. Gyeongbokgung was built during the Joseon dynasty that began in 1392 and lasted for around 500 years. This palace was one of the 5 largest palaces that the dynasty built and has 7,700 rooms. However, it was during the Imjin War, one of the 16th century largest inter-Asian conflicts involving Korea, China, and Japan, when most of the rooms were destroyed in a fire. The palace was, however, later restored. Nevertheless, the Cheonggyecheon Palace was also built by the Joseon dynasty, then became the country's main palace. With its large parks, it was the preferred residence for many of the dynasty's princes.
Korea was free from Japanese occupation.
To understand the country's history, visitors must pay a visit to the United Nations Memorial Cemetery. It is the final resting place of the 2,300 soldiers who died in the Korean War. This is also the only UN cemetery in the world.
Of 1951 and 1954, approximately 11,000 fallen of UN forces were interred here. Since then, most of them were repatriated their home.
Tourists cannot help but notice the results of the separation of Korea following the 3-year Korean War and the establishments of the demilitarized zone in 1953. This is the buffer zone between South and North Korea. Imagine standing on a line where you can find yourself 2 countries at the same time. Seoul is also renowned for its open markets. These markets are often hustling and bustling with shoppers, both local and foreign. The markets offer all sorts of products.
엄마 이거 어떻게 이거?
남자친구는 해치워. 오빠 모자는.
Visitors can treat themselves with Korean food from the numerous street vendors dotted around. Koreans like to use garlic, and if you are fond of garlic, you will enjoy their food. Koreans also keen fish eaters. One is always taken aback by the large number of beauty shops in the city. South Koreans like to look well and have healthy skin, hence there are numerous beauty shops.
They're also friendly people who like to continuously smile. Respecting the elderly is part of their culture. They're also very efficient and punctual. They're always in a hurry and do everything quickly, even eating and entertaining.
I'm so glad to meet you guys, and please don't be late.
South Koreans love fashion and dancing. They have different types of traditional dances.
행복하고 행복하지 않고는 자신의 문제입니다.
Whoever happy here, because of you think of your mind is happy. If some of you are not happy, because you think of your mind is not happy.
South Korea is an interesting country. Tea is a group event.
The older generation has a special way of preparing tea for their guests. Guests are required to drink tea in 3 rounds, while nibbling Korean sweets or eating sweet rice. You will find until now a group of Buddhist old people who go to several temple locations to pray in many South Korean cities. South Koreans are also proud of their old culture and history.
Busan is the second largest city in South Korea and home to one of the global largest ports. This city is also home to the tourist Gamcheon Culture Village. This small village is popular with tourists as it was where many refugees took shelter during the Korean War. There are still Koreans living here and the homes are painted very bright. Tourists can also browse the many gift shops selling local products.
Nature is also a part of the lifestyle of Korean people.
Sanbek Island used to be off the shore from Busan, but is now joined to the mainland. The island is home to a park, which has several important statues. Tourists would do well to visit the Norimaru Epic House, where members of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation hold their meetings.
Let's go!
Walking on the beach or taking a cruise in the middle of the ocean is a thing all tourists should try when visiting South Korea, particularly Busan. Technology and films are also part of the contemporary culture of South Korea. Busan has been the location where 331 films have been made in the past 13 years. An international film festival is also held here. The city is a preferred location for filmmakers and around 40 films are shot in the city every year.
Tourists would be interested in visiting the Busan Cinema Center to learn more about the city's film industry.
The city is also home to the Busan Exhibition and Convention Center. Concerts are often held in this large place, and so are conferences and exhibitions.